It is the Brink coming to you once again on a Monday for the rebooted, reformatted podcast. It is not really that rebooted and reformatted, given that we've sort of been back now for a long time, but we're still saying that every single time we come back to you. But we are back to you today for episode 64, February the 12th, 2018, and I hope you've had a fantastic week. I'm speaking like a New Zealander because apparently I can. Because I feel like doing it. And considering we had no listeners from New Zealand, all our listeners are from Australia during the week. So a big shout out to all our Australian listeners, because we know that's where you're from, and we're trying to provide you with entertainment along the way. But we've got a big show today. We've got guests. We've got exciting stuff happening. We've got exciting stuff happening. Sapning is a new word that I'm using today instead of happening. I think I'm just going to shut up and we're going to get straight into our first bit. It is a time of the show where we have a bit of a sad moment in the history of the Brink, because at least for the foreseeable future, it will be the last time we ever get to speak to this person in person. His name is Noah, his last name is Groves, and he's with us now. Hello, Noah Groves.
Hello, Ben Waterworth.
How are you on this fine, sunny afternoon?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? Can't complain.
Pretty good.
That's it. Thank you for joining us on the show.
See ya.
Now,
I've got to get to the airport.
You've got to go quick. You are leaving. You are heading off this island. We've got to go back.
We have to go back.
Tell. Where are you going?
I'm going to Korea.
Which one?
But I'm not telling you which one.
Which one? Well, hopefully it's
because
north.
I literally had someone the other day ask me, is it North or South Korea that you're going to?
Well, I mean, it's a valid question.
It's not a valid question.
You could have defected. People join ISIS and shit, so why not join North Korea? So
I don't think they'll have me.
Well, how do you know? They have Dennis Rodman.
It's true.
You look very similar.
I'm not a basketball player.
Are you sure? I reckon you'd be pretty good at shooting hoops.
Oh, I could give it a go.
Yeah.
I'm always up for a challenge.
But, you are off to the southern part of the Korean peninsula.
Yeah. I'm going down south.
You're
down under.
You're heading down deep south. The deep south of Korea.
The bayous of South Korea.
Good hang out with JW Pepper. But why?
Beauty bird.
Damn, son, you ugly. Why are you going to?
Why are you going?
Why are you going? Why are you going to Korea?
I mean, do you want to know
everything
on the kind of on what level?
The fourth level with the big boss with the big guns. Can I use cheat codes? Just answer the question. Why are you going to Korea? Well, I believe it's not that hard.
It is a loaded question.
Okay, then we'll start from the beginning.
In the beginning,
your parents met in a bar.
No. In the beginning, there was Christ.
No, there wasn't. I want a real story, not a fictional one.
Oh, well, I'm not going to Korea. It's all a lie.
I'm going to Korea, a southeastern suburb of Snug.
Koreatown.
Sydney. Korean grocery store.
In Snug. Well, in the beginning, there was the Big Bang. But
I like Sheldon.
Well, on one level, I'm going there to teach English.
Right, well, that's the purpose of the question. That's what I wanted you to answer. But the other bit is to find myself.
Yes,
see, I've had a rough trial of late.
On another level, there's no jobs here. I'm bored and I want to have a fulfilled life, so I'm going to Korea.
So you go to Korea. I mean, nothing against Korea. They're very nice people.
Don't know why he is. But on the base level, I'm going to teach English to Korean kids. Or maybe middle schoolers, which I'm terrified about. It's all up in the air at the moment.
So you're basically going on a whim and a prayer off to a place you've never been before, to do something you've never done before, to an age range of people that are probably more suited to me.
Thanks. Thanks for...
Middle schoolers, not the children.
Oh, that makes it okay. 13.
Jokes about pedophilia, but it's funny as long as they're about 13 or 14.
13, 14, 10, no. Well, thanks for spelling it all out for that 1 week before I'm leaving. That doesn't make me terrified at all. But yes, I am going on a whim to do something I've never done before that I'm grossly underqualified for, that I don't know anyone there, to a country that doesn't speak a lot of English.
Well, you basically described what I'm about to do in a few weeks, except for I think the country of the Gold Coast probably speaks a bit better English.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it depends on which part. Broad Beach. Rabina. I've heard that.
Ribena.
Ribena. I like Ribena.
So, yeah, it's kind of terrifying.
Well, I'm excited for you. Are you excited? How are you feeling? Because you are, I mean, at the time of recording this, you're going in a week. At the time of releasing this, you're going in 2 days. Mary screamed.
That's so much to bear. I'm leaving in 2 days.
Clean the underwear, Mum.
What?
Well, I'm assuming she cleans your underwear. He's got a look at his face. Ben?
I am 22.
Are you? Oh, you're too old for
I don't
me.
know when this is airing, so... Happy birthday. Yeah, I'm excited, but it's weird to say that I can now officially say...
You're waiting for you to look at the camera forever.
That I'm moving to Korea in a week. Next week. That's not really something you can say every day.
Look, there's a camera. Just stick your finger up, that's fine. You'll see what I post
You didn't ask my permission.
Oh, who cares? But it's exciting for the fact that, I mean, you've lived overseas before. You've done this before.
Yeah, been there, done that.
But this is Asia now, not Europe.
Yeah, 2017, 2016 was the year of Europe.
And this is now the year of Asia.
Are you the year of Asia?
So this is for a year. So how long are you technically there for?
Exactly a year, I think.
So you come back in March.
Well, that's the thing. Maybe not, because I can renew my contract.
But could you leave early? Like, you might get there and be like, shit, I hate this place.
Well, I mean, there's no guard.
Oh, no. I really hate this. You must finish your course.
It's not North Korea, but no.
Well, I've heard the South is even worse.
The contract is for a year. So technically, yes, I can leave, but I won't, because I normally stick out things even if I don't enjoy it.
Like this friendship.
Yeah. Friendship?
Yeah, that's what it says in the contract. Read the fine print. But okay, but the question is, and this maybe is just showing my lack of smarts. But just bear with me here. It's not involved in
we don't need to prove.
When this is the part that I do not understand.
Oh, here we go.
Like, this is a question that no doubt you've been asked 100 times before. You're teaching English to people who don't speak English. Yeah. But how do they understand you if they don't understand the language, because they're learning that language, and yet you don't speak their language? So to me, that's like putting a cat and a dog in a room and expecting the dog to meow and the cat to bark.
Or a catch-22 may have been a smarter analogy than let's put a cat and a dog in a room.
I like that. That was kind of clever, though.
Well, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It is a bit of a cat-22, cat-dog 22. But I'll be working with Korean teachers, so I have translators with me. And I am replacing a teacher whoever's been at this public school before me. And let's hope they weren't a terrible teacher, because then hopefully they will be fluent and will be reading Shakespeare to me or something.
Yes, you walk into the room. Hello, my name is Noah. Oh, go fuck yourself, Noah. We speak your language.
Well, I'm hoping like more to be or not to be.
You know what's fascinating is that met you through the wonderful show called Survivor Oz. Met the wonderful... Cancelled. That was your fault. Paul Luttrell, our beloved Paul, he also threw that. Now,
he's going to Korea.
Well, no, he left his journalism career behind to go back to university to become a teacher. Oh. And congratulations to Paul. He has started full-time employment at Taroona High School this week. So congratulations.
Really? Wow.
No word of a lie. So that's why if you had listened to last week's show, everybody, and we said Paul might not be being on the show for quite some time because he has a career now. So my
Paul
point
is a high school teacher?
Yeah, so like you are like leaving journalism behind to go be a teacher. So is this something that I need to be looking into in a few years?
No.
Adult education, Ben. Adult education.
For the love of all children in the world, anywhere. No, I mean, I don't really have a journalism career. I've done some articles. I've got some money out of it, but there's no real jobs. I don't know if I'm leaving it behind, but I'm also 22.
Rub it in the face. Oh, I'm younger than you, Ben.
I don't want you to know that I'm younger.
I've got someone younger than you already. It's fine.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm leaving it behind, but my 20s is for doing fun things.
I wish to experiment in my 20s, Ben. What are you doing after this?
Too old for you.
Pass the sausage. What's that?
Yeah, this is some weird twisted new game. This is why you shouldn't be a teacher.
A new podcast coming
the sausage would better not.
from the makers of the Brink and the Oz Network.
The qualifying
lab. Pass the sausage.
It's going to be made into a prime time
hosted by Dave.
No, I'm thinking Andrew O'Keefe, like one of those 5 o'clock.
Pass the sausage.
Like one of the new
a podcast discussing men's issues.
But yeah, I'm not leaving it behind. I have no aspirations to work at Turina High School.
Oh, Paul.
No, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm actually really think that's awesome.
He's teaching the next Danish queen.
What type of teacher is he? PE?
I think he's like a floater at the moment, but he's going to be...
What, a floater? He's the janitor?
No, like he floats between, like he's kind of like the temp person.
Don't high school teachers
He concentrates in...
English,
like SOS and, those sort of things.
English, SOS.
Yeah.
Journalism. No, that's not high school. I could see him being a PE teacher. He's 40, isn't he?
Yeah.
I have no desire for this to be a career, but it's something new.
Career.
A career change. You're not the first person to say that to me.
No, you know me and my joke stealing.
But it's an adventure, and I may hate it, I may love it, maybe it will turn into a career, but you never know until you do it. And all I know is I'm grossly underqualified, but I am qualified for having fun.
Oh, look at you. You sound like you're on like one of these YouTube videos of why you should sign up to be a teacher.
There are so many of these teachers in Korea who have YouTube channels, and I could just only imagine how terrible mine would be if I was to do that.
Now, okay, on the topic of like YouTube channels and because I know that like a lot of the Asian countries, like they're huge on the YouTube, like as everyone in the world. But my point is it's not Korea, I think it's Japan, isn't it, where they have there's a thing where you watch people eat. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I think it's Japan.
Is that Japan or is it Korea?
It might be Korea.
But like you could do that.
East Asia. What, I could eat or I could watch them?
No,
eat?
you could be the person. Like I want that job. They get millions of subscribers.
Yes, this is Korea. Yeah.
So like they legitimately like make millions of dollars because they sit there and just eat shit.
Yeah,
like it's in food. Like they're not eating weird shit. It's just like
they're not eating shit.
But they've like cooked themselves.
I would watch that.
They've cooked themselves dinner and they're just sitting down and they're like, "Good evening."
I've seen 2 girls, 1 cup.
Well, I
don't
this
think
isn't
they're
dirty.
I don't think they're millionaires. Actually, that stupid YouTuber guy who filmed himself in that suicide forest in Japan, he made like $5 million last year. Off that video?
No. Well, before his career hit the toilet, because he was like in the top 10 YouTubers in the world. Like, can I just, off topic, congratulations, you're going to Korea. Great, I'm excited for you. But like, the point of YouTube...
But I would like to announce my new YouTube channel, Pass the Sausage.
Yes. That's a YouPorn channel. A friend told me. But like, the point of YouTube...
I would like to announce my new YouPorn. You mean YouTube? No.
The point of YouTube, Instagram, these platforms, is to open the world of like media and stuff to people so every person can do it, right? Yeah. Yet the people who are becoming famous are still young and attractive who have no talent. It just is TV still.
Yeah, it's everything in life is
young and attractive. Why do you think I hang around with them? Because there's nothing to do with like being turned on by them. I'm just hoping to get a career boost.
Yeah, tell that to the jury. Yeah, I don't get it. But also, I'm very jealous.
But I'm not going to deny part of it also is jealousy. I think we were born in the wrong era.
I mean, I don't want to be goofy on a YouTube video or something.
But I don't get it. It's just
to make money doing stuff like that would be...
There was a book in Kmart once. It was like, the hottest bloggers in the world. Read into their lives. Why? Like, it's just Jenny in Pittsburgh sitting there going, hey guys, here's my makeup tutorial, and she's like a millionaire.
Well, that's what, if they were just watching my life, it would be one of those eating videos, even though that wasn't my gimmick.
And mine really would be on YouPorn then, clearly. That's just, I didn't say anyone else was involved. It's just I get bored and lonely.
But yeah, watching people run around, be silly, and look at dead people and make $5 million off it.
Are you capable? Back to you.
You what? Tube porn or me?
You know.
That sounds like a new game show. YouTube
porn or me? Excuse me. It's so professional. This is going in the demo reel. What are you capable of yelling at kids if they're being naughty?
Well, I'm a pussy, so...
Oh. Can we end this recording?
Not have. So... But
you
that's
porn,
the thing, I'm very...
Pass the pussy with Noah.
Men's rights was so, like, 50 years ago. We need to do Pass the Pussy, where we talk about women's issues.
The spin-off show.
We need to capitalise on all the markets. Pass the Pussy. Ben and Noah talk about women's issues.
Welcome everybody to Pass the Pussy. My name's Ben. This week we discuss the hashtag MeToo movement and where it's progressing in society. Noah!
We could start the Me3 movement.
No, I'd prefer the Me1.
Yeah, this is satire for anyone listening. We're not going to start a women's show called Pass the Pussy. It's
okay, me in the sentence women's show just does not work.
Yeah, this is not serious, so don't... It's going to be trending on, like 2 sexist men about to make a Pass the Pussy.
The same man who said, I like Kevin Spacey since September.
The one who... unironically claimed to still like Kevin Spacey brings Past the Pussy.
Donald Trump has tweeted his support.
Donald Trump retweeted.
I don't even know what the question was. Can you yell at little shit?
Yeah, this is the thing, is I don't really know. It's so much is up in the air, and I don't know if I'm allowed to yell at them. I've got the co-teacher, but I don't think I can even do it. I think I would just sit there and watch them be all rowdy. I mean, I guess I get paid at the end of the day, don't I?
It seems like an interesting...
I'll ask Paul.
It seems like an interesting thing that... And I'm not saying it's just Korea. I'm sure other countries do this. But, like, could you imagine if, say, Snug High... Like, did you do languages at Snug High? Like, English, probably one of them? Yeah, hey, if I can speak English, Snug.
No, I didn't do English.
Like, if you did French or Spanish
I did
or
Italian and Japanese.
Okay.
2 very useful languages.
Why Italian?
Yeah, probably because one of the teachers was like, oh, I know a few Italian words. So, all right.
Mario, Luigi,
Arrivederci.
We had French and Japanese, not Italian.
French, I can see.
I think French is more useful. How many countries in the world speak Italian?
Well,
One.
Italy. San Marino.
Touche. At least France conquered some of the world and then quickly
France, I can see,
surrendered.
But Italian and Japanese.
I think Spanish would be more appropriate.
Spanish,
than Italian.
French. I don't get why we're learning Japanese and Italian.
I think
Japanese, at least, we kind of got some sort of Asian Australian thing.
I think Japanese is just a traditional one because they just feared that they were always going to retake us over again or something. But I think Chinese or Mandarin or something is probably more appropriate for us, or Indonesian.
Well, I had this conversation. Is I think people shouldn't be learning any languages outside of Mandarin, French, German.
German though. Even German, I'd question because that's very select.
Well, a lot of people in Europe speak German.
German's the number one language I want to learn.
I mean, a lot of people don't speak it as their first language, but a lot of people in Europe speak it as their second or third language. So even if it's not fluent in it, they know.
I think Bulgarian should be up there too. No, but the point of this is did you ever think, in Snug, hey everyone, this is Rita. She's from Norway, and she's here to teach you Italian.
I want to know Rita from Norway.
I do too. But it's just so random. How do they explain it? Hey everyone, this is Noah. He's from Australia, here to teach you English. What are your experiences, Noah? None. All right, thanks.
Yeah, as I keep saying, I'm very not qualified for this, but I guess there's not many English teachers who are giving up their whole life to move to Korea. Yeah, I don't. If I'm being completely honest, I'm excited. I think I minored in English. I think I'm okay in English.
Minored in English.
I don't think just being born in an English country qualifies you for...
Hello, it's not going to qualify me.
Yeah. I mean, there were a few other things I had to do to get the job.
Like what?
Well, I needed
a sexy video or something.
Pass the sausage. I had to get a online teaching English as a foreign language certificate, do a course online, and I had to have a bachelor's degree. So it's not anyone, but at the end of the day, yeah. And it terrifies me a lot. The moving to the other country bit is fine.
That's the fun bit.
I've done that before. It's starting a full-time job out of uni in another country where... I guess on the bright side, I don't have to get involved with office politics because I won't understand what the hell they're talking about. So
yeah, they're all sitting there staring at you.
The only time I have to be worried is when I hear blah, 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 Noah, blah, blah, blah,
blah, blah, blah, white Australian asshole.
Yeah, but other than that, I don't have to get involved in any of that drama, which I'm thrilled about.
So you don't start straight away. You've got like 2 weeks before you start once you arrive in...
Yeah, I'm hanging out. I'm going to find my soul in Seoul.
Olympics?
No.
Take me with you. I'll come to the Olympics.
No. And then I've got a 9-day orientation. Which
9 days?
Yeah, they're serious about this. And it's in a university and it's in dorm rooms. I feel like I just graduated 6 months ago and I feel like I'm going straight back to university.
Do you have to share a room with someone?
Normally you do, but I looked last night at our little contracty thing and it's 1 teacher per room, so I'm thrilled about that.
Awesome.
And I have my own apartment covered in this job that I've got.
Nice.
My own studio apartment, all paid for. So
Jesus, I want this job. I'm trying to find a place in the bloody Gold Coast right now. I'm going to pay for the damn thing.
So I'm very excited about getting to live by myself and also having my own apartment that's paid for.
Do you get your own Korean?
My own what?
Do they just like give you a Korean person? Like, hi, this is... John.
Well, there's going to be enough of them, so if I want...
Well, I mean, like, just, you know, I mean, I didn't want to... He's Daniel Day Kim. I
don't know where you're going with this.
He's Psy. Speaking of Korea, just quickly, quick little bet. By the time this is released, we would know the answer to this, but what do you think the percentages are of Psy performing at this weekend's opening ceremony for the Pyeongchang Winter Olympics? What do you think famous Koreans?
30%.
I reckon it's going to be closing ceremony, to be honest, not opening. That's just me.
They don't... Is it a secret?
Well, I haven't looked it up, but I mean, like, legitimately, the world thinks of famous Koreans. They think of Psy and Daniel Day Kim.
No one's thought about him in...
BTS, I've heard of them. K-pop.
I keep reading about that, but I don't know anything about them. I keep thinking it's an acronym.
BTS is like a sexy boy band.
Like, bring the sausage. Like, it sounds like an acronym.
We're going to start PTS, pass the sausage. Followed by PTP, pass the pussy.
Yeah, so we're doing a women's rights show, and we're also in Yellowface as a Korean boy band.
A race relations podcast.
Yeah.
Discussing issues to do with race. That's going to definitely go down well.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this. And the other thing is, I feel like you probably have a stereotypical view of what a Korean or an Asian classroom would be like, right?
Absolutely none.
Oh, you don't? Because my kind of...
Lots of computers.
View is that they... No, not the classroom, but the class itself would be sitting there, all quiet, completely by the board.
Right.
I've seen videos that is so not true. Kids are kids everywhere.
I've never literally sat down and gone, I wonder what a classroom in Asia looks like. The only ones I would have would be like, I guess Japanese classrooms would probably have the most modern, futuristic, like, kids write on your holographic board.
Yes, robot teacher.
Yes. Cool. All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
In the meantime,
you may never hear from me again.
I'm sure we'll talk, but like the Brink. What else are we gonna? I'm not gonna see you. We're going for palming tonight. That's exciting.
This could be my last palmy. I've still got a week before I leave, but I'm poor. But I did actually Google
palmies in Korea.
Yeah, that's very sad, but I did, and the results were. Did you mean perms in Korea. So next time you see me, I'm going to have a damn fine perm.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I was in Honolulu and I googled poutine in Honolulu. I found a place that wasn't that good. So,
yeah, it's going to be a palmy, and then probably won't hear from me for a while.
While we're on air, can we at least take a proper selfie of each other so we can have a nice in solo selfie? Or are you giving me that look? You don't like selfies. No. Get close to me, you weirdo. He's like moving away. I'm going to do a sad face because I'm sad that you're leaving. He's going to be happy.
Very sad.
You got such a creepy look on your face. I don't know what we're doing. No, that's shit. Okay, people at home don't know what we're doing.
So, yeah, this will probably be my last appearance. Everyone's worried. Well, not everyone, but some people are worried that I'm going to blow up or something, which is just a dumb worry. But
I mean, like, you survived Europe with ISIS. So.
Well, that's what I keep saying. There was a bombing at Brussels airport. I lived like 2 hours from Brussels airport. So next time I see you, maybe visiting you in your radio job.
Well, I
Manchester.
I was invited to Korea at one point, but I guess my invitation's been rescinded because you're coming to see me now.
Yeah, you're not allowed here after I heard what you're saying about school kids. Oh, can I come and just check out your classroom? See what it's like?
Well, in all seriousness, though, like, I have absolutely no plans to come back to Tasmania in the foreseeable future. Fast forward to 2 months' time, I'm back in Tasmania, everybody.
I thought you were going to say, in all seriousness, I have absolutely no plans for coming to Korea, so it was nice knowing you.
But this will probably be the last recording we will ever do in Tasmania. Ever.
No.
As we discussed when we saw Star Wars The Last Jedi, in 2 years' time we're seeing the midnight screening of Episode 9 looking at each other. Oh, I can't wait till I leave in 3 months' time to my new job in Russia.
I don't think it will be ever, but you're off somewhere. You're putting together demo reels. So my question is, would you like to create something now for the demo? Like we could do Pass the Sausage. Would you like to create some clips for your demo?
A completely serious one. All right.
Let me.
Do you want me to start off here or?
Well, it's your demo reel.
Oh, okay.
Hello, welcome to Ben's demo reel.
You'll get a job. Who is this other guy in it? Noah Grimes.
You show up to the job interview like, you're not the guy from the demo reel.
Welcome to Howard Stern. He's retiring. You are the exact replacement we have been after.
Are you going to apply for Howard Stern's job?
Hi, I'd like to apply for the position of Howard Stern.
Hi, I'm Howard Stern. Welcome to the show.
I reckon if I just grow my hair a bit curlier, I'd say stuff like Howard Stern. Alright, so hang on. Pass the sausage, pass the sausage, pass the sausage with Ben and Noah. Welcome everybody once again to a lovely edition of Pass the Sausage. My name is Ben. My name is Noah.
I thought you said my name is Ben. I thought you had it because normally radio hosts. Ben, this is a show reel. So radio hosts, they normally have like some sort of funny like intro that they say.
This one doesn't because this is Pass the Sausage. It's a serious show.
This is going to be on the BBC. Serious.
BBC World News with Pass the Sausage. Hi everyone, welcome once again to Pass the Sausage. My name is Ben.
And my name is Noah.
And this week we are here to discuss the latest issues in the world of man's rights. Now, Noah, I've been really concerned recently about this campaign called Me 3. It's very hard to discuss, but look, we've all been there.
Me too.
Yes.
I'm very concerned too.
No, it's Me 3.
Me 3, I'm very concerned too.
It's
1?
No, 4. It's very concerning because you know, all these men are coming forward and basically saying about how they no longer can abuse women and it's hurting their rights.
Yeah, I just, you know, times have changed. And, you know, in the 80s it was fashionable to abuse women, but now we're just not allowed to do that. And I just feel like the impending apocalypse is coming. If Donald Trump wants to grab a pussy, let the man do it.
And look, I think this is what people aren't seeing the wider picture here. Like, if Kevin Spacey in order to make sure that he remains relevant, wants to grab a boy by a certain area that may or may not be a legal practice, then he should be allowed to do it.
It's Kevin Spacey.
It's Kevin fucking Spacey.
I mean, men were born to rule the world.
Exactly. What is the first line of the Bible? In the beginning. But there's a later bit where they talk about like making a man and then a woman comes from a rib.
A rib?
Isn't that how it works?
Pass the ribs.
I really hope that if somebody's like looking to hire me for a job, this is the episode they get. They skip to that bit, and all they hear is Kevin Spacey should be allowed to.
Yeah. So
and scene.
So that
was acting.
A nice.
Oh God, it felt so natural.
That's a nice little demo for your BBC applications.
Oh, I'm screwed. I am screwed. I'm not working anywhere. I'm going to be the coffee runner at like KWZX3 in like Dusseldorf.
Again, I've been to Dusseldorf.
Is it nice?
Yeah,
is there enough?
Really
is it more Dussel or more Dorf?
Dorfs.
Lots of Dorf. So I prefer Dussel.
Well, you probably should move to Cologne then.
Oh, well, I think I'd smell nice if I went there.
We
both went for the same joke. See, this is where pasta sausage works.
Man, I don't want a palmy. I want a hamburg.
Okay, now in legitimate questionlessness, because I'm smart, I speak big words. Does a hamburger come from Hamburg?
I don't know.
Like, I just don't know.
I've been.
Can you buy cologne in Cologne?
Is there more Dorfs in Dusseldorf?
Can you get some Hagen in Copenhagen?
Oh yeah, lots of Hagen.
What is Hagen?
I don't know.
Yeah, me neither. What about, can you don some Lun? In London. Oh. Where are we going with this?
So hopefully
what about Sid's knee? No!
Can you do a British accent? Because maybe that's what they would...
Hello, Poppet!
Welcome to the BBC.
I could probably do a better British accent than say like a German accent.
Well, there's lots of...
Hello, Noah, what's going on down there in South London?
Let's try out, because there's lots of different... Can you do Cockney?
Cockney geezer.
Cockney, welcome to the BBC.
Have you met me old trouble and strife over here?
Not bad. Can you do fancy posh?
Yes, hello, Noah.
School? I went to Eton.
Hello, I went to Oxford the other day and I joined up with my Cambridge mates and we went for a row down the Thames.
How about Manchester?
Go United.
No, that's like a Manchester.
Oh, Manchester. Up the mighty United.
Manchester.
Yeah, no. Liverpool.
How about Liverpool?
Isn't that like Noel Gallagher? That's more Cockney,
he's from Manchester.
Oh, is he from... Oh, shit.
I think it's more the Beatles. Like.
Oh, the Beatles? Oh! What's that? Oh! I'm John Indian George Harrison. Oh, no!
Liverpool is like, set the fuck control.
Oh, set the fuck control.
What about Birmingham?
Oh, God, you're like really pressing me. Birmingham. Sounds like the Wombles.
The Wombles?
You don't know what the Wombles are?
Yeah.
Wombles are from Wimbledon.
The Wombles from Wimbledon. What about like a farmer, like a country?
Bear.
Like, I'm from Somerset. I'm a farmer. You know that accent? A farmer.
I can do Welsh.
Can you? That's a hard one.
I am doing the gay in the village.
Scottish.
Oh no, because Wales have got that real like.
Welsh is hard.
I legitimately once met somebody who I was like, "Are you Welsh?" And they're like, "Oh, I'm right from I'm right on the border of Scotland." Like I'm from Scotland.
Does Scotland border with Wales?
I think so. Does it? No, it doesn't. Does it? That's the other direction. Well, she lied to me.
She was bullshitting out of her
Wales border. Does it? No.
She was trolling.
I am the only geography teacher in...
She was from Perth.
She was from Wales in Western Australia.
She lives with Wales.
I can do
from SeaWorld.
Alright, test me another accent then.
Scottish?
Okay, put that in the boot. Scoot in your boot in the baby.
German?
You must not you yell for the German. Don't test me on the German accent.
Where's my Dorfs?
Give me more Dussel in my Dorf.
Russian?
Yes, hello, my name is Ben.
Benjamin.
Boris. Boris.
Dutch?
Clogs and all.
Swedish.
Ooh. Hello, I am ABBA. Waterloo.
Mexican.
Oh God, now we're just gonna. Arriba.
Si, senor.
Si, I've been to Mexico.
Canadian.
Ooh, eh. Just talking about, eh?
New Zealand.
Oh, that's a bot rich. Don't get me to do this short accent.
I'm scared to go anywhere near
Latvian.
Asia.
Why is that? Like, in all seriousness, like, okay, I can, you'd given me all the European ones, basically, and then, European colonies. Why can we not impersonate Asian accents? Why is that racist?
Because it's never actually impersonating them. It's over the top.
But so is me doing, like, don't do the German accent!
Yeah, I mean, that was dumb too. But
Is it because I guess I'm of European descent and I'm not of a different race,
and
whereas
also
Asians are different
probably
race.
not historical films and stuff like that. White actors playing Asian characters and stuff like that, going, oh, yes.
But like the thing I would say with like if I was to do a Japanese one, they do. No, I'm not going to, but like the way they pronounce the letter R is different.
Yeah.
And like Indians have that distinct accent. I'm not doing them. Don't worry. He's literally going, "Oh God, Ben, just don't do it." But like the thing is, like if I did an Indian accent, I think I would not over accentuate types of food that they eat, which people go to, and
One thing that is sad is that they're talking about changing Apu from The Simpsons.
Oh
now.
God, there's that Netflix. Yeah, this world's going crazy.
But Simpsons even apologised for Apu.
Why?
And I mean, we could go on forever, but I think that's ridiculous.
I think the world just gets worse and worse every year with this sort of stuff. I mean, we're going to be banned in about 6 months, clearly. We've already established this.
I mean, Apu is a stereotype, but there's also so much more to his character.
But
we get whole episodes where we see...
Well, this is I remember having a discussion about this with Paul, that we were on him. This is just a wide-ranging segment, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Brink. Whether... stereotypes are racist.
Oh yeah,
I mean that's like an essay question.
Yeah,
isn't
it
it
really is.
Like a pros and a cons. Like I can see both sides. Wow, look at us. But it's just, I mean, it's no different to like if an American or somebody, or like, okay, let's hypothetically a Korean person impersonates an Australian is like, throw another shrimp on the barbie, like. I don't get offended by that. Like, that's a stereotype, but I guess, whereas an Australian, we're not a race, whereas is Japanese a race? It is, isn't it? Well, it's more Asian.
Is technically a race.
But we're more the Caucasian race.
I mean, there are non-Caucasian
Australians. Yes, no, you are correct. but I think it's more...
Here we go.
But it's a case of, like, if I was to impersonate an Aboriginal... That is racist.
Yeah, because throw another shrimp on the barbie is harmless, but a lot of these stereotypes have...
Yeah, I can see that the offensive stereotypes when it comes to races, but like as in if I legitimately, and I'm not going to, don't worry, did an Indian accent, I'm not going to go for the like it's like a poo, like what we're talking about a poo, like there's I don't I'm a white man, I'm not allowed to...
A lot of Indians do eat curry.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's kind of like it's like if you mention the word rice in the same sentence as like an Asian person. Like, it's Asian people eat rice. It's like their biggest export. But it's racist. It's probably racist what I just said. But I'm not.
It's not racist. But I just want someone to grab that sound drop and put for the show reel.
Asian people eat rice.
I would want to hear that.
All people are going to make this segment is going to be Asian people eat rice. Grab them by the pussy. Kevin Spacey is allowed to abuse people. That's what I had when on the Oz Network when Granny Survivor would send in trivia, and it was like, True or false? Sandra said this on her bio for Heroes vs Villains. I said, like, can somebody go through and get quotes from the Oz Network of true or false? Ben Waterworth actually said this quote.
I would be scared. Asian people eat rice. Oh no, not surely not.
No, I didn't say that. That's true. That name is so ghetto. I didn't say it. The person to my left said it.
But it's hard because then it's like, we're just joking around, but then some people are probably offended that we're even.
Well, that's
it's clearly we're joking, like we're not. But then, but you're causing harm to others.
But can you distinguish? This is my problem with society today. No, people can't distinguish that anymore. Case in point, this week, Dad and I were sitting here, we were flicking channels. I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here was on. Don't like the show, it's dumb. But we were watching a bit, and there was a scene between Anthony Mundine and Danny Green, the boxers. They had to eat disgusting foods, and then one of them went and threw up in the bushes. So then Julia Morris, so there's a model on the show, so Julia Morris turns around to this model and says, "Oh, does this remind you of Australia's Next Top Model?" Because she was vomiting. Mm-hmm. We laughed. I thought that was hilarious. But then, of course, what's on news.com today new in like 2 hours? Julia Morris's joke causes uproar on social media. Because she was making fun of an eating disorder. Like, it was a fucking funny joke. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Waterworth. Yes, that's me. I'm the one who laughs at that.
That was kind of humorous.
That was kind of humorous.
You can't really laugh at anything nowadays.
No, we can't. Anything else you want to talk about?
Who was it? It was Chappelle. He's the only one who can make jokes about Louis C.K.
Oh, because, yeah. Well,
why?
I don't know. I liked it during the Golden Globes. Who was it? What's his name? Who was the host of it? Seth Rogen? No.
Rogan?
No.
Seth Rogers.
No. He's a late night. Seth Meyers. He said the thing. He's like, tonight is the only time that men won't be nervous hearing their name called out in public or something like that. Which, funny.
But also to bring it all together, F you to all the guys who are scumbags and who do effed up shit.
Because the very small percentage of men who do that shit.
But unfortunately there are some out there.
There are. Just like there are women.
It's good that
and there are dogs and cats. No, that's but you're 100% right. There is definitely. And
I'm not just saying that because it's
cool.
It is.
Yeah, hashtag me too.
It is legitimately good that they're being called out now, and it's probably time for a change.
But is there a like where am I going with this? Is there a I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
I have no idea either. I think I guess.
Yeah, no, I don't know
what you're saying.
My TV's off. Just
what?
Changing the subject. Anything else you want to talk about before we let you go?
Well,
this is the last time we test This is like just stretching time.
It's really just stretching out because our Palmy was half an hour later than we
wanted.
We're
to leave in like 10 minutes here.
Otherwise, we would have been.
Post that link on Reddit since somebody else fucking did already.
Yeah. So
any memories that you like? The golden memories of the Survivor Oz days? when I met you, Ben, because you messaged me first, didn't you? I didn't message you.
No, that's wrong. I added you as a friend, and you messaged me saying, "What are you, a Survivor fan?"
I reckon.
And I thought it was very rude.
I'm going to scroll back and find that very first message. It'll take me a while. That would have been, 2013?
I thought we had to say 20 years ago. Because you're like, 2-year-old.
Well, you would have been under 20 when we first started talking.
I was a minor. Oh, was I? No.
Were you born? 94?
5.
That's right. No, you would have been under 20.
But was I a minor?
Probably. You're not a major.
Oh, God.
So
it's all coming out now. I'm going to be a me too.
Because you would have been... No, Ethan was first. These are all the people that apparently were going to Me Too me in about a year or two. Ben sexually assaulted me on Facebook. Don't laugh about it, Ben. What?
I'm not saying anything. You're digging that hole for yourself.
You're just waiting for the others to accuse me so you can jump in the bandwagon. Yes, he did that to me too.
I'm not saying a word.
So it would have been... I'm old. I'm coughing. Ethan, I don't know if you, Jared, or Lancey was next, or Troy. God, one of you was next.
I don't know.
Oh, good old. Remember Ethan?
He was good value.
I've met all of the original 5 for the exception of Troy.
Good old Troy.
Yeah. Do you like Troy?
I love Troy.
He's going to message you tonight. Hey, Noah, did you see the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I didn't like that pass in the third quarter.
Troy's great for random messages.
Have you heard about the new carpet?
Vote for my photo.
I got a new job. I like Troy. Troy's amazing.
Those were the days.
Troy, good old Troy. Spider Challenge.
And now, in 2018, every man and his dog has a Survivor podcast. And Survivor's on like every week of the year.
Back when we started.
The glory days of Survivor podcasts when there was like 5 of us.
They
were all different.
Rob was the granddaddy. Historians, I don't think it's started. No, it would have been around by
Yeah,
then.
they were there for like the old season recap.
They'd only just started, I want to say.
We were there for the interviews. That was our...
Yeah, God.
Rob did the latest recaps because we didn't even do that at the time.
No, because I never forget when we started, because One World was still on TV, but I think we were like 2 months or a month behind America. And we did recaps of 4 episodes in 10 minutes. There's like, if you look it up, One World episodes 1 to 4 recap with Mitchell Olsen, Sandra Diaz-Twine.
In fairness, it was One World, so it was just like, Kim did this, Kim did this.
But we started full recaps for Philippines. And basically, all the way out to Co-Wrong, didn't do Millennials Gen X, and then since Game Changers, we've done them. God, we have no lives.
Well, I haven't really done much on Survivor.
Oh.
I still try and keep up every new episode, but...
I love Survivor, folks, if you're listening to this from our Survivor Oz days, but I'm just so over Survivor right now. So Survivored out after last year.
Yeah, and this year's going to be more, because there's Survivor Ghosts, then there's Survivor New Zealand Season 2.
Season 2, bro.
Yeah, what is it? Survivor New Zealand Season 2, Wellington?
Wellington? Stop seeing you New Zealanders come to Wellington.
Yeah. Like,
I love Matt.
We're going to Hobbiton.
I was meant to go there. Nick never took me
Middle
there.
Earth.
Middle Earth brew.
There's Survivor New Zealand. There's Survivor Ghosts. There's Survivor Australian
Champions versus
champions. There's Survivor South Africa.
Oh yeah, I don't really watch that though.
Which is far superior to the other ones.
And Survivor Season 37.
Heroes versus Blue Collar.
It'll be Timber Lovers versus Vinyl Lovers. Yeah. Anyway, I think we should probably end this. I think we're just wasting time here.
I will still watch all those episodes because I'm a nerd.
I will always watch Survivor. Yes, absolutely. I have not looked at this cast. I can't tell you anything about them except they're young.
They're all dead.
They're all dead. They're all ghosts.
TV first.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you much about them.
It's the Last Jedi effect. I'll still always watch Star Wars.
Absolutely, always.
Actually, it's not that, because I enjoyed The Last Survivor.
I very much enjoyed Heroes.
The last Australian one was really good as well.
So. That was the best Australian one. I think we did that in our rankings, yes. But The Last Jedi. God, you went and saw it a second time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Did you see it a third time?
I thought about it, but no. I saw The Force Awakens 3 times.
No, I did too, but I was still going to see The Last Jedi with my dad, but then I was like, no, I'd have to spend money on it, so I think I went and saw, no, I did. I went and saw Thor Ragnarok and Jumanji. And I saw Swinging Safari the other day. That was a very good movie. Australian movie. It's the first time I've paid to see an Australian movie probably since Boy Down in 2006.
Never heard of it.
That was a funny movie. Are you going to go see Black Panther? We're just having a conversation. So how's your day?
Oh, we're recording? No.
No, you're not a Marvel fan, are you?
Well, no, I'm not a Marvel fan. It's oversaturation.
True.
I used to try and watch all of them, and now I was just like, well, I can't keep up with all these movies coming out. I don't get these people like Colin that go to the movies every week. Doesn't he have a kid?
Well, so you think he does? What it is the other day
we were all just for his public image.
The other day we were recording, and Casper was crying as always, and then he thought like, "Oh, Jamie's gonna get him," but like Jamie had gone to bed, so like Casper was like walking around the house with a knife or something. Like,
yeah, he's a loving father.
That's why you should use condoms, ladies and gentlemen.
But the cinema is expensive, and I feel like
it is. I
don't even have a job at the moment, and I can't even find time to go. So well, I can't keep up with all these superhero movies.
You're like me though, like as in you will 100% always see a James Bond.
Don't ever say that ever again.
Always see a James Bond, Star Wars. Like they're the two ones you'll always see at cinemas.
Yeah.
Is there another one that you will always see at cinemas, no matter what? Like Peppa Pig. Fuck off, George. Fuck off, Peppa.
The Rock with one leg.
You Rock.
What was
that film called? It's called Skyscraper.
Well, no. So I'm always going to see every skyscraper film in the movie. It's the beginning of a long last. No, I don't. Lord of the Rings, but they're never going to make any more of them.
They're still going. The one started in 2001, still showing in Glenorchy. It's finishing soon.
Oh, that would be great.
Oh God.
Yeah. No, there's no real other big franchises that are still going that I would always have to see in the cinema.
I am Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
The Rocky
Bond.
films, but I could wait for DVD.
Now I've been Marvel. Oh, DC. I'll go see. Although I didn't see Wonder Woman or Suicide Squad in the movies. That's awkward. But I've caught up on the Marvels now, so I'll see them. Although out of the three this year, Black Panther's the least excited I am for any of them. I'm more excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Look at that trailer. That's got Kate from Lost in it.
It's just... what about Matthew Fox?
Oh, well. You know, we
Ant-Man and the Fox.
We will... we will watch... They should do that in Saturday Night Live, like, as if, you know... you and I were talking about Watch Mojo and, what culture... YouTube channels before. They always do these top 10s. There's always top 10 actors who have never... No, there was top 10 TV actors who have had terrible film careers. The other day I watched. Matthew Fox was on it. Top 10 actors who are no longer cast. Matthew Fox was on it. Matthew Fox is like on every single list of like big stars who just are not wanted anymore.
All those YouTube videos are going to be on his IMDb.
I like Matthew Fox. I do. And people are wondering why I like Kevin Spacey.
He said that he would never act on TV again. So he already said that. But
until Lost Rebooted comes out. Oh, thank God. Agent, please tell me I've got the part.
Jack really lived.
Oh, this is awkward. This is Mr. Echo's backstory. Hello.
We are having Jack Shepherd.
Michael Keaton's finally become available.
So we're going to right our wrongs.
Just quickly, actually, I know we've said that for the last 10 minutes. I finally watched Cynthia Waltrus's...
Get Lost.
It's actually quite funny.
Really?
There's only like 4 episodes of it, but it's actually got some humour to it. Like, it's her just bagging the shit out of herself, and she's like, I was in Lost.
Oh, maybe I'll check it out.
It's just like she works in a donut shop. She does like a rap or a song or something in one of them.
Fiction, or is this like a documentary?
It's like it's kind of like one of these ones where it's like she's playing like herself, but she's out of work and she's just trying to get like a acting
that's
job.
What you think, but it really is just real.
It's like if you ever watch episodes of Matt LeBlanc, like it's just kind of a warped version of themselves, but it's actually quite funny. I laughed. Alright, so we're going to get a palmy. Noah, this has been fun. We've stretched this. How long has this been gone for? 51 minutes, it's alright.
Hopefully you get the job. Whatever the job is.
So thank you for your time in Tasmania. Are you going to be back ever again?
Yes, probably in a year or two.
A year or 3?
And then I'll leave somewhere else and then I'll come back.
So what if you love it in Korea? What if you meet a beautiful Korean woman or man? It's 2018. I shouldn't imply that just as a woman.
Or neither.
Yeah, and in the middle?
A ghost.
Yeah, a goat.
No. I'm open to it.
To a goat? Oh, you're very forward thinking. Yeah, I'm open to a bit of that.
It's 2018.
You know?
You can't
now the gay marriage is legal, that's next.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'll be there forever. Who knows? I have no life plans, which is invigorating and also scary.
Well, on behalf of the Brink, which is really just me, thank you for your time on the show.
Let's face it, this will not be the last episode done in Tasmania. It really won't be.
I look forward to recapping Black Panther with you in about 2 weeks' time.
And remember to pass the sausage.
After that long little segment behind you, it's time to move into... Back, and we're bringing you 2 more classic moments from the year that was 2011. The first bit you're going to hear right now is Ask the Brink, the best bits of Ask the Brink from 2011.
Ask the Brink.
Cal31 from Rosetta asks, what's happening with all these new segments and when will they be happening?
That was very good.
Can you just remind me what his name is?
Yeah, what's his name,
His
Pete?
name's Cal.
Cal?
Cal? Yes.
Cal. So
Yes.
Cal or Cal?
Yes.
Which one?
The second one.
Like Carl Williams or
Yes,
Cal?
Carl Williams.
What's that
There you
New
go.
Zealand
Cal.
comedian?
Just Cal.
She's not very funny.
Um,
I don't like her. So what was the question? What did Cal want?
he asks, what's happening with all these new segments?
Well, that's a good question. We have new segments, but I haven't debuted them yet.
No.
Debuted. See, I can't see. Bag me out, Peter. This is where you meant to rebuttal, boy.
Yes.
He's
But
a-
I won't.
Kelly, you give me your best.
I liked how you said it.
Oh, okay.
I'll accept it.
She likes everything, apparently.
Back to the question.
Yes. Now, new segments are very exciting on this program. We like to debut them, and we've got some exciting prospects coming up here. We've thrown some ideas out there. We debuted our new 5 questions, which will be including today, hopefully. But there are certain segments like if you two ever thought when you listen to a song, right?
Right.
And you're listening to the lyrics, and you're like,
Obviously.
oh, yep, quite clearly.
Well done,
and,
Ben.
well, thank you. I tried with that one. And you sort of think to yourself, now, hang on a minute. That lyric doesn't make sense if you used it in a literal sense.
Yes. For example, the Hills are alive.
Well, are they
Yeah.
literally alive? Do they have
might
lungs
be.
and spleens and gooey stuff?
But then, do you have to have lungs and spleens to be alive? Because plants are alive. Do they have lungs and spleens?
This girl's on the ball, Pete. She's going to put us out of business. Yeah, well, that's a good point. But if that was this week's segment and we were talking about this, that would
You'd
be a
be screwed.
fantastic topic for discussion. Unfortunately, this week it's not. But that's one of the new segments. So look forward to that in your radios. And we have a few others. I can't think of them off the top of my head. It's great radio.
Colin from South Hobart. He emailed in and he wants to know now that there's a girl in the studio every week.
Where? Oh, hi. Yes, keep going.
Can you not tell by my high-pitched voice?
You're wearing clothes, all right? You can
Do you
tell.
want me to take them off?
Yes, you can tell I am what I am because I'm naked every
Okay,
week.
next talk break. I'll be
Okay,
naked.
Chris Raybottom, if you're on the way, be prepared for some candy, and I'm not talking about Kelly. I'm here naked all day. Go.
So, Colin wants to know, have Pete and Ben had to change the way they act to host the show?
Pete hasn't. He doesn't show up.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've only been in here like once when Pete's been in here, so I'm not too
Pretty much
sure.
has been, hasn't it?
And it probably put him into shock. He's just like,
Oh,
what do I do?
swear that
What do I do?
it's
What
you.
do I do?
It's you. He's just maybe RSVP is a failure to him because he just cannot talk to women.
Maybe.
Possibly, and that's
Probably.
I agree with that. But what was the question? They said
I
what to
don't
change.
think you've changed.
No,
I mean, you've gotten more naked if that's possible.
I just peel a bit of skin off now.
Yeah.
You see a bit of bone, Kelly.
Yeah.
You like some muscle underneath the shoulder, don't you? Yeah, look, no. As you can see, I have not changed a bit.
No.
I just treat Kelly like I treat every person, whether they're man, female, New Zealander, the same.
I think that New Zealand is stretching it a bit far. Come
Yeah,
on now,
probably.
Ben. So Ted from Kingston asks how it feels to interview the leader of a country and wonders if they will ever try and get another leader on the show from another country.
Oh, that's a good question. That really is. What are your thoughts on that, Kelly?
I wouldn't mind. We should get Mugabe, maybe.
Well, he and I go way back, actually. Funny you mention
yeah.
that. We went to school together.
Okay.
Back in my days of Zimbabwean college. So, we can try.
You can try.
We can try. What about
right.
Gaddafi? Yeah.
Wow. He's wanted for arrest.
Well, if we got
On
him
the
on the show,
ICC.
we could, entrap
We
him.
could interview him.
Is there a reward on his head for getting him, handing him to the UN?
I don't know.
So not only could we have him on radio, we could get money for it.
But then we won't tell anyone so we can pocket it for ourselves.
We'll just edit this bit out later. No one will hear this bit while we're talking
Wasn't
about
that hilarious? And this is a little segment that we had. I dug through some old boxes around 2011, found an old script from a radio play that my then co-host Pete Wallhead and I thought that we had lost and forgotten, but sadly for us, we hadn't. So let's hear this little bit of the scripts that Pete and I, if I learned how to speak properly, wanted to forget.
I was digging through the cavalcades of the mansion the other day, got the help to go down and find something for me, and they managed to dig up some dust. And they managed to find some classic material from way back in the day of EC schoolies. Now, Edge Radio kiddies who are, 13, 14, who probably were knee-high to a grasshopper back in 2004, don't even remember Edge Radio back then. School of Rock, which everyone loves in the afternoon here on Edge, used to be called Schoolies. We didn't quite have the rock part. We weren't that rocking back then. But we basically started there, and we found some scripts. Now, Pete, one of the scripts we used to do, of course, Days of Our Pies, huge on the show now, we had our own soap opera. Now, you can maybe tell listeners a little bit more about this.
We had The Adventures of Tom and Eddie.
Tom and Eddie. Now, what was Tom and Eddie?
It was a guy called Tom and a guy called Eddie, and they talked random stuff.
It was basically like that.
Yeah, I think mostly about college things.
Now you've got, I believe, the first ever script there. Give us a bit of taste.
Episode 1, Exam Stress. Okay, here's some choice lines. Okay. Yeah, mate, but I haven't even studied for any of them.
Oh, that's Logie award-winning stuff.
It is.
What else is there? I'm tantalised by this.
But the V8s are on at Simmons.
Oh, really? Were they that weekend? That was convenient that they were talking about that. What else?
And mate, tonight we're going to I can't say her name. Here, Ben.
Where am I looking at? Shazza?
Yeah, Shazza.
I'm going squeaky. Yeah. I'm that excited.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. And Boylan.
Oh, that was. I think that was their catchphrase.
I think it was.
It didn't work out too well, did it?
Oh, and Charlene. We've got Charlene as a date.
Look, do we remember Charlene?
Oh, we do.
We should pick her up for RSV Pete. She would do well.
Oh, she would.
She would.
She was awesome.
Any other choice lines? Any other Boylans?
Let's have a... let's have a look. Oh, and this is how we finished it, because we weren't that imaginative in those days.
Oh, right, okay.
We've got, I don't know, I suppose it would help if I showered up to school. Wow, look at the grammar there. And then we've got Tom saying, good point, come on, let's get dressed. So, I don't know.
Were we a little bit sexually inclined back then towards men? I can't remember those days too much,
Peter. We were definitely
Peter.
showering together by that stage.
Potentially there were some undertones in there for our underlying feelings for each other. Yeah. I have a Tom and Eddie script, and this one, it appears they want to fly a plane. Choice lines as, here we are at the airport, man. Yeah, man. God, there are so many planes. That's clever. Seriously, why didn't that win a Radio Logie? That's a good point. Why do we not start the Radio Logies? We can call them the Rogies. Tom, I want to fly a plane. I want to fly a plane, one of those jets. Where are we? I'm sorry, sir, but I can't let you fly a plane if you don't have it. I'm guessing a license. Oh, but that's discrimination. And yeah, that's... You can hear that. That's going out the window. Now, look, before we go back to our part 2 of our interview with Tom Wolfe, I will also... This is a script. This is literally what we said. Now, I'm going to read this word for word as to what we prepared to say. This is when we actually used to plan our stuff before the show. All right, you ready?
Yep.
This might blow your mind. This is quality radio from 2004. Good afternoon. You're listening to the Ben and Pete Schooley Show on Edge Radio 99.3 FM. That's a good start. I'm _line with my co-host _line full stop. How are you today _line, question mark, etc. That's always good.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, I wonder if we actually read that on air.
That's a lot more professional than these days.
Yeah, well, it really is, because we actually had prepared statements. Today's show is packed full of variable vibrations of vibe.
Wow.
Now that is awesome. Including Artist of the Week. I didn't even kind of remember that. The Not Normal News. Well, that's always fun.
I remember reading that.
The Speedy 10 with our special guest. Who was our special guest that day, Ben? I don't know. And, of course, the adventures of Tom and Eddie. And towards the end there, don't forget our SMS poll, which today's question is, check attachment. And you can also just send us a general message if you like. Good to see the number hasn't changed. Who was our special guest that day? I'm blown, it doesn't even tell. The Speedy 10, Pete... that day, Speedy 10 with guest, where we read out 10 statements, and you actually just had to say the first word that came to your head. I'm going to try these with you now before we go back to the music. Yep. All right, you got to say the first word that comes into your head. Chicken.
Eat.
Bush.
George.
War.
Iraq.
Howard.
John.
Holidays.
Summer.
Banana.
Eat.
Leg. Chocolate. You're doing
Yummy.
well. Coffee.
Yes, please.
Doggy.
Where?
I was expecting you to say yes, please, as well. And we'll wrap it up before we go back. We're going to listen to The Red Tree and Zia. My pronunciations have changed. Radio play, sign out. This has been the Ben and Pete Sclue Show on Edge Radio, 99.3 FM. But stay tuned, because up next is Halfback Flankers. So from us, we say goodbye, and we look forward to your ears next week. Mic off. Now look, that is quality radio there. You just don't get that anymore.
Hilarious. As you can see, I didn't know how to speak properly back then in 2011 either. So, ha ha ha. I'm laughing, so should you. So, we talked last week about how Dakoda and I were going to be running with the Queen's Baton. Well, today's the day. He's sitting next to me right now. We're in the briefing room. Dakoda, how are you?
Hey, good.
It's pretty awkward that we decided to wear the same outfit today.
Yeah, we should have thought about that.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we're all wearing the same outfit.
I know, we all should have texted each other and kind of just said, what are you wearing today? We're trying to impress the Queen, aren't we?
Yeah, it is. Are we?
I don't know, it's her baton.
We're pretty far away from her.
She's a pretty important person. If
Dad should be watching.
Wouldn't you just like to be that cool? You're like, oh, I'm Dakoda. I'm going to put a message in a stick and I'm going to send it around the world. And just make people carry it for me.
You're going to be so happy about carrying my message around here. Yeah.
I just really want it on the opening ceremony for, like, Charles open it up and it's just going to be like, oh, shit. Or something like that. I don't know. How are you feeling today?
Like at the first annual Hunger Games.
Yeah, exactly. I declare war on the world. Sincerely, Lizzie.
Yeah, I'd write that if I was, like, Queen.
These games will be a celebration of the end of everything. How are you feeling today?
I'm good.
Yes?
Yeah.
You excited?
A bit nervous.
A bit nervous?
I'm probably going to drop it.
That's the advice people keep giving me, just don't drop it.
I'm definitely going to drop it.
At least it's not like the Olympic flame where if it goes out, they just have to start again.
Yeah, I suppose it was a light, but...
Back to Athens.
Is that actually a thing that...
Well, they kind of have a backup flame that comes in the little truck, but, it's funny to think that. But, I want to read the message. Do you think they'll go off at me if I open the baton?
I want to read the message as well, yeah.
Just, going to pry it open a little bit?
I just sneak behind a corner,
Dear Charles, pick the milk up on the way home from the Gold Coast.
Yeah, it's probably that, yeah.
Well, I thought we would do one pre, and then we might do one, I don't know if we can do it on the bus, but we'll do one at least afterwards.
Well, surely we can do it on the bus.
I reckon.
There's 38 people until it's me, so...
Well, you're 38, I'm 49, so I come after you.
Yeah, a lot after me, like 10.
10?
About 10.
Yeah, about 10. I'm just looking at the numbers around us so we can see, like... So you're 38, so number 37's going to hand it to you if you find number 37. 37, that guy there, and you're going to be handing it over to the gentleman next to him. So I'm going to be handing it from this gentleman next to us, and then I'm going to be handing it to this gentleman here. So there you go.
Sweet.
We've worked out our teams.
I'm very, there's a young dynamic in this, it's going to go, oldie, then me, then oldie again, and then...
Did you just point at me when you said oldie?
Yes.
That's offensive. I saw our friend Scott Bacon this morning. Thought I'd share that with you. Yeah.
I didn't.
He was chilling at Clement Village, just getting votes and stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good on you.
But we'll discuss how we went afterwards. This is just a pre-one. The advice is don't drop it.
I will drop it.
You also gave yourself some advice before, but I don't know if you want to say that advice in this room.
No.
Just don't get excited. That's basically what you said. But let's go... Yeah, Queen's a bit lazy, actually, if she's got her own baton.
Yeah,
she can't carry it herself.
Yeah, forces people to carry it for her.
Back 50 years ago, she used to do this herself.
Yeah.
She used to just walk around the world with a stick and be like, hey, look at my baton.
Yeah.
Now she's like, oh, get everyone else to do it for me. My servants.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a thing that she did.
We're officially a Queen's servant today.
Well, we are anyway.
Yeah. Well, good call.
Yeah.
Good luck, and we'll speak to you on the other side.
See ya.
Another week where we get everybody's favourite Canadian, Stuff Colin. She's everyone's favourite Canadian. It's Mallory Foster. Hello, Mallory. Welcome back for another week.
Hello, I'm feeling important right now.
She's raising her hands in the air like she doesn't care because she's celebrating the fact that she's number one. I have no idea what you just said, but anyway, how are you feeling this week?
I am feeling good. I am feeling happy because this week we get to quiz you instead of me.
Yes, you didn't do any research on NHL teams during the week then?
I did not. Okay. I could try again if you want.
Well, we could, but you also want to test me, so let's try that first, and then we can try again, because I haven't got that other list up already. But, so what are you trivializing me on?
trivializing you.
That's the word of the day.
That's a nice word. The provinces and territories of my great country and their capital cities.
So of Norway. We're doing this of Norway. And capital cities? Hang on a minute. This wasn't part of the deal. Jesus Christ.
It's part of the deal now. No
All right, now
Googling.
hang on. Can we establish that I can go for the states and the provinces and territories first, and then for the this? They're not all included. Like they're two separate lists here. Come on.
Oh, are they two? I don't know.
I'll screw you. You're hard. All right. So hang on. Now, I honestly, you told me about this the other day. Now, I have not. I swear on anything you want me to swear on. I have not looked at this. So to establish this, there are 13 provinces and 2 territories.
I'm pretty sure that's wrong, but I'm going to Google it so that I
You
can
don't
have the
even
answer.
know. I could make this up. I could be like, oh, in Mountieville.
No, I'm pretty sure that there's 13 provinces and territories in total.
All right, well, you need the list in front of you here, my dear, because you need to be able to actually...
Calm down.
She's so prepared. She's so prepared for this. I just need to... I've got my notepad and paper here, so I can tick it off.
Am I allowed to look at Wikipedia? Well,
you look wherever you want to. I mean, you're the one who needs to check that I'm right here. What's what? Can you not just type in list of Canadian territories and provinces?
that would have been smart. Yes, so there's 10 and 3. I was right. I don't know which
10 provinces.
Canada's provinces.
3 territories.
Territories. No one's going to want to listen to this.
I'm not. No one does anyway. No one. No, you don't. So, how many of these episodes in the last 4 weeks that you've been on have you done? You haven't even kept listening to the best of. Oh, I listened to the 2007 one. I just stopped after that.
Yeah. Whoops. Origin of the names of Canada's province and.
Oh, what are you going to trivialize a little me on those as well, are you?
Are there 14 on here? I'm confused now.
Are there 13 or 14? Make up your mind, Internet.
The others. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's one just been added in the last 5 minutes. No? So there's 13. 10 provinces and 3 territories.
There's 14.
14?
There's 11 provinces and 3 territories.
Oh, well, you just can't count. All right, 11 provinces, 3 territories, and the capital cities. All right, well, okay. Am I doing this? Do I get a time limit here or something?
Oh, okay, no, I was right. They're including Canada because Canada's capital is different than the capital of Canada's province.
You just completely gave me the answer then to that capital, so thanks, because I was going to be confused over Ontario, but now I think I know the answer.
Oh, dang it.
Good job. Okay. So 10 provinces.
There's 10 provinces. Oh, wait, does this mean I have to write which ones that you get right?
Well,
oh, shoot. I can't.
Mallory Foster, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. You think she'd be an old hat at this by now? It's been about a month since she started doing these.
I can copy-paste it.
Wow, look at that. Can you do that on? Can you do that on a Mac though? Are they that advanced?
Shut up.
Oh, she's mean to me.
I'm learning, okay?
You're learning. What are you? Can we do this after? Can we do this afterwards? Have you got to do the 8 states and territories and capitals in Australia?
Yes. I will win at this competition.
That's quite easy.
You 100% know that I'm going to win at this.
All right. Well, I think we're going to establish. I think what we can do is we can try and do an American one, and then let's see who gets the most.
Deal.
All right. So when am I starting? Do I get a time? What's happening here?
Oh, are we timing you? Yeah, you timed me. I better time you. Okay, but there are way more. You get a minute and a half.
A minute and bullshit. Give me at least 2.
A minute 45.
Oh, boo! That's not cool. No, 2. Come on. I gave you 5.
Oh, fine.
I've got to name capitals as well, so it's basically the same. Hang on a minute. I've got to name capitals as well, so you've got to realise that's basically the same amount.
No, I thought that you were doing capitals. Are you not doing capitals separately?
Yeah, okay, good point. All right, 2 minutes. All right, tell me when I'm starting.
No, you only get a minute and a half if you're doing capitals separately.
Oh, a minute 45. Come on.
Okay, Minute 45.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you cheating?
No, I've got a list so I can tick off I can mark so I know how many I've got.
Oh, interesting. That's smart. Okay, go.
All right. British Columbia. Manitoba. Alberta. Saskatchewan. Ontario. Fuck. No, there's more. Quebec. Quebec, of course it's Quebec. I've been to Quebec. I don't know if, is Yukon, what's that, a province or a territory? Do I allow to ask? Or? Okay, so Yukon, Northwest Territories, Prince Edward Island, that's a province. So I've got 7 and 2. Alright, so shit, I'm doing well here. Now Labrador, is that a province? Or is that a city?
That's half of one.
That's half of one? Oh, yes. Labrador and Golden Retriever.
No.
Half. All right, I've got half. Is that half a province or half a territory?
Half a province.
Oh, shit. Oh, God, I don't... Oh, isn't it like the Inuit territories or something? What's that called? Inuit something. No? This is terrible. Oh, what's that place? Nova Scotia.
You're missing 3.5.
Nova Scotia.
Sorry?
Nova Scotia.
Yes.
That's a province, right?
Yes.
So I'm missing 2.5. So I've got
and you have 17 seconds.
9.5 provinces. Well, I can't. Labrador and Golden Retriever is my answer, and 1 territory. So I'm missing 1.5. Where are you getting to? Yeah, I'm out.
5 seconds. Okay, and the timer is going off.
Yep.
Now,
okay.
Very quietly. I don't know if you can hear it.
Closer than you did.
Okay. I don't think so. You had a lot less things to name.
Percentage-wise,
so
I got better.
Newfoundland and Labrador.
Oh, damn it!
You missed New Brunswick and none of it.
But I got some of it, not none of it. That's a funny joke. Well, hang on. Terrible. So New Brunswick and Nunavut, and so no, there must be 11 provinces then. Because I marked off that I 1, 2, 3. Excuse me. So what's the territories?
So the territories are Nunavut, Northwest Territories, and the Yukon.
Okay. And the provinces I missed were Labradori and...
BC, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, Ontario, Quebec, Prince Edward Island, New Brunswick, Nova Scotia, and Newfoundland and Labrador. Newfoundland and Labrador is 1. So
there's 11.
No.
Count them. You just gave me 11. Including...
Newfoundland and Labrador.
Yeah.
I'm counting on my fingers. Everyone listening at home who can see this. Labrador, Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, PEI, Ontario, Quebec, Manitoba, Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC. That is 10.
Well, I was just making you doubt yourself. It's all right. So, all right, fair enough. Now, capitals. Now, this is bullshit. All right, I'm just going to get like 3 of these. All right.
Okay. Would you like a little bit more time?
I'd like 2 minutes for this one, please.
2 minutes or 2.5? I was going to give you 2.5.
Well, if we're going for 2.5, let's go for 2.5.
I mean, I figured that you were going to give up and not be able to finish, but...
You're used to
anyway.
it. All right, let's...
Continuing that comment.
Just start the clock.
Wait, no, I'm not ready to start the clock yet. I have to reset my...
You're not ready to press a button?
Okay, wait, but we have to discuss the rules here. Do you have to... I think that you have to name which province goes with the capital. Yeah. You can't just name the capital, yeah?
Okay.
Also, this one, there's 14 of them because Canada is included.
Well, okay, sure. That's a weird statement. Okay, Ottawa is the capital of Canada. Toronto is the capital of Ontario then, if Ottawa, if you said they're separate, so I'm going with Toronto. Is that correct?
Yep.
You got to tell me if I'm correct or not here. I'm going to say Quebec City is the capital of Quebec.
Yes.
Oh, look at that for a guess. Edmonton's the capital of Alberta.
Yeah.
You did tell me that. Now, is Regina the capital of Saskatchewan?
Yeah.
Oh, I just love saying Regina. It's got to be Vancouver's the capital of BC, right?
Nope.
It's Victoria.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it. Winnipeg's capital of Manitoba? It is. I've been to the building. Of course it is. I knew that. I've been to the damn building there. Oh, the building where they have the parliament and shit. I've been to it. Okay,
Yep.
so I'm
for the rest.
Yeah, I'm halfway there, baby. Nova Scotia is Nova Scotia City. Labrador and Newfoundland or whatever is Labrador Kennel. Prince Edward Island is Prince Edward City. Northwest Territories is Southeast City. Yukon is no con. None of it is lots of it. I just have no remote idea of the rest.
Okay. Well, you got this far in a minute and a half.
I got halfway through!
You got halfway. Congratulations. Would you like to know the answers to the other ones?
Oh, of course I would.
Okay, so St. John's is the capital of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Of course it is.
Halifax is the capital of Nova Scotia. That was the only one that I thought you might be able to get.
I've heard of that.
Fredericton is the capital of New Brunswick.
Good place.
Charlottetown is the capital of PEI.
Good coffee.
Okay. There's a way to pronounce this, but looking at the word, I can't figure out how to pronounce it, but I know that we learned in school. No, it's Iqaluit. But that's not how it's spelled written on paper. Is the capital of Nunavut. Yellowknife is the capital of the Northwest Territories, and Whitehorse is the capital of Yukon.
I've heard of those other places, so at least I've heard of them. Alright, I have a challenge for you then, Missy. Let's go Australia here, alright? Get off Wikipedia. Get
Am
off...
I allowed to write them down as I go?
You're what?
Am I allowed to write them down? Nah. There's
You
7
can,
of them, right?
but no. Okay, well, I'll give you 2 tests here. The first one you should easily get, alright? Easily. I want you to give me the states and territories as well as their capital cities in Australia. And then I'm going to give you a...
Whoa.
You've only got 16 to name here. States and territories, 8 states and territories. And actually, no, there'll be...
Just making sure that I heard you correctly, child. Just calm down.
Well, child. Technically, there'll be 17, so you'll have to include Australia here as well. So, alright, I'm going to give you 2 minutes, because yours is an easier one.
Can we just go back to telling me how many states and territories there are in total?
Okay, there are 8 states and territories.
8. Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you.
Each has a capital city, and therefore you also have the capital of Australia. So you have to give me 17 different ones here.
Australia is the same as the capital of the territory that
it could be. You might have to answer that one yourself. Alrighty, I'm giving you 2 minutes to give me 17 here.
Wait. You have to excuse any pronunciation that is about to happen.
No, you've been in this country for 6 months. There's no excuses for that. Alright.
Oh,
2 minutes. Your time starts now.
Okay, Hobart is the capital of where you're from, Tasmania. Adelaide is the capital of South Australia.
Mm-hmm.
Darwin is the capital of the Northern Territory. Perth is the capital of Western Australia. Canberra is the capital of Australia. It's also the capital of ACT, which is Australian Capital Territory.
Correct.
Stupid, if anyone's wondering. Melbourne is in New South Wales. It's the capital of New South Wales.
Wrong.
Oh, dang it. No, Sydney is the capital of New South Wales.
Correct.
Yeah. Melbourne is the capital of... Is Melbourne not a capital?
Okay,
No.
you've got to guess this one. What is the state where Melbourne is in?
What?
Close to home.
I know. Victoria, obviously. Oh man, I'm dumb. Fine. And Queensland's capital is Brisbane? No, Cairns. Brisbane.
Oh, whoa, hang on, back up. Correct, you were correct the first time.
Brisbane!
Well done. You did that in 45 seconds. Congratulations. Why do you think Australian Capital Territory is dumb?
Because they literally made it because they couldn't decide where to have the capital city of Australia.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what they did for, like, Washington, D.C., I guess, too.
Oh, I don't care. That's them too.
All right, now, I don't know why your connection's dropping off. You're just got weird internet. Now, okay, here's a test for you. This is a difficult one, because I don't know how much familiarity you have with other places outside the capital cities. Okay? I have a list here of 45 cities in Australia. These are the most populated 45 cities in all of this country. I want you to get as many of these as you possibly can.
I'm going to get 7.
You could get more if you think about it.
I can think of 3 more cities in Australia.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you, well, look, I'll give you 5 if you want, but I mean, you're going to get stuck if you can't. Alright, well, I'm giving you 2 minutes. Your time starts now.
Okay, Hobart, where you're from. Melbourne. Mildura is a city. It's probably too small to be on this list.
It is on the list. You get that point.
Launceston
Is on the list.
Cool. Sorry, I got distracted. I need to name capital cities. Canberra, Adelaide, Perth, Darwin, Alice Springs, Cairns, Brisbane, Sydney, Gold Coast. Oh, there's a place that starts with a B in Geelong, Carlton, Richmond. Not Richmond, dang it.
Okay, you're naming suburbs, not cities, but good guesses. They're not on the list. So Alice Springs also, a backtrack, is not on the list. But it is a city,
really?
Good guess. This is population by population.
By population, I'm just naming any city I know. Victor Harbor, does that count as a city?
It's not on the list.
It's really small.
First time you've said that to me.
Oh, Port Lincoln, Port Elliot.
They are both not on the list.
Are you kidding me? Those are actual places.
But they're not obviously big populations.
Port Wakefield is smaller than that. This is why you don't go to South Australia, because we have the smallest cities, because nobody likes South Australia. Oh, Mount Gambier?
Is not on the list. It's actually, I've got a thing to say about South Australia in a minute. It's an interesting point you make, actually. With that, keep going.
I don't know any Australian. Is Strawn on the list?
Oh, come on, no. The street you live in right now has more people in it than Strawn. Good guess, though. The supermarket you just went to has more people in it than Strawn. Time's up!
What about Wollongong?
I'll give it to you. It's on the list. I think I counted about 14 or 15 there. You kind of reeled off a few in quick succession, but good job, though. No, Strawn definitely not. You know, the interesting fact is that South Australia only has one city in the top 45 most populated cities in the entire country, and that is Adelaide. Whereas you look at Tasmania, we have 3. We have Hobart, Launceston, and Devonport.
Oh, Devonport. Yeah, no. I know of that city. I've never been there. It just
I don't know if you... I don't think you said Cairns. Cairns is on this list. Townsville.
Yeah,
well, we'll include that. Townsville up in that area. Just for those playing at home, the top 10. I'll give you the top 10. Well, give me the first. What's the most populated city in Australia? Come on.
I want to say Sydney, but I'm so scared I'm wrong.
You'll be correct. You'll get number 2 then.
Melbourne?
Correct. In about 10 or so years' time, it's projected that Melbourne will probably overtake Sydney, however, with the population. Brisbane is 3rd. So Sydney has just over 5 million. Melbourne has just under 5 million. Brisbane has 2.3 million. Perth... Oh, actually, Perth has gone over 2 million. I did not know that. Congratulations, Perth. Adelaide, your beautiful city, has 1.3 million. They're the only 5 cities in this country that have over a million. Hobart, incidentally, is actually the 11th most populated city. We don't even crack the top 10. Gold Coast is 6th. Newcastle in New South Wales is 7th. Canberra, 8th. The Sunshine Coast is classified as a city. That is in 9th. Wollongong, the cesspool that is Wollongong, has just under 300,000, and poor old little Hobart, we have 224,462 people. We apparently have about 30,000 more people than Geelong. So there you go. And Darwin, the only other capital city I haven't mentioned, is 15th. So there you go. I would be intrigued to look at the Canadian one of this. We won't test this on this, but I love looking at things like this.
No, we should test you on this. This is a good idea. You better not be looking it up right now.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm not looking. I haven't looked.
Good. Okay, wait. You have to wait because I have to look it up. I'm a slow typer, guys. What am I even looking for?
I don't know.
Also,
Jesus.
why is the list of the 45 most populated? Why isn't it
I don't.
Okay, wait. Why don't I just look up Canadian cities?
Just type in list of Canadian cities by population. I'll give you the Wikipedia article.
Wikipedia. Oh, I love you, Wikipedia.
No, Wikipedia is lucky.
Just wait for a few minutes here.
So, how about that weather, eh?
Where is the list? Oh, I found a list already. Oh, goodness. It's really long.
Again, I haven't heard that before. Can I just say quickly that I haven't looked at this recently, but I have looked at this within the last 12 months.
Oh, okay. I know of this place. We're doing the top 42 because I know of the 42nd place, but I don't know of anywhere after that.
All right. 42. So I'm going to give you 16 because you gave me a couple there that you did say. So I said you got 16 out of 45. So that's pretty good.
Hey. Oh, I only got 16. That's really sad.
Well, look, again, you were reeling off a bunch, and then there were some that weren't on there, and I was kind of like backtracking and looking at a list at the same time. So,
well, why didn't this go in list form? I copy-pasted it, and it didn't go well, guys.
Just look at it, like, because I'm going to be reeling off these quickly, so I think the quickest way is to just tick it up, like, mark it off. We should really prepare this, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Next week we're going to prepare this. We're going to get, like, American states or something like that. I'm going to find something to test you on, and you're going to find something to test me on.
Okay, deal. I want to somehow have us have a competition. You know what?
Uh-oh.
Can we have a third party join our podcast? Is that a thing that happens in... I'm new to this world, just to let all of our...
We can find someone.
Anyone who listens. I have high hope and always hope that someone actually listens to this.
Don't ask the listeners. None of them are listening, so it's fine.
3 different places, not one city, you liar. Hi, sorry.
Come on, give me the list here, damn it. Can I start?
Oh, are you still thinking about starting? No, I was just thinking that we should have a competition where we see which one of us.
Yes, I agree, and we can work that out during the week. Right now, I want to do this list. I've got to go. Come on.
It's all about the rules, don't you know? I really like rules. Okay,
I love rules too, but right now it's about I'm going to pick Noah up. Otherwise, he's not going to be on this episode later on. So, like, come on, keep it snappy.
No, I can't wait. Be okay. Everyone will be okay without a little bit of Noah. I am better.
Yes, you are. All right, but you're not providing me Palmy tonight. So, like, there's.
Oh, is he buying? That's sweet.
No, he's not. I think he's buying. Well, of course you can come, but you're in Adelaide. All right, so I've got 2 minutes to name as many of the top 42 most populated cities in Canada.
This is not going to go well for me.
All right, tell me when I'm starting here.
No, don't start yet. Wait, how long do you get?
2 minutes! You know I do my best work in 2 minutes. Come on.
Oh, goodness, that was highly... Oh.
Get your mind out of the gutter. Could have been 1,000,001 different things. Hi, Mallory's mum, if you're listening. Right, come on. Let's get into this.
Go.
All right. Toronto, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Montreal, Regina, Winnipeg, Ottawa, Victoria, Quebec City. I said Calgary, did I? I said Calgary and Edmonton, didn't I? I said at least one of them.
Yep.
I said both of them, didn't I? Well, if I didn't, they're both on the list. Halifax. It's all the Canadian cities I know. Oh, I know that place I had a friend from that place what's that place called? Linda Neville. I don't talk to her anymore. But she was from that place in Ontario called that place where people live. There's like lots of people there. It's called a city. Blank. How long have I got?
Oh, I don't know.
Have you been timing this?
You want to go.
You gave me like cities before. Yellowknife.
You think Yellowknife is big enough to be on this list?
Obviously not.
What
is that place called in Ontario that she's from? It's annoying me. Yeah, I quit.
Other places? What?
What? What other places? What?
In Saskatchewan.
Regina. That's about it.
Saskatchewan that you know?
That's the only place. Does anyone care about Saskatchewan?
No, they have this place that I'm not going to tell you the name of, but it's pretty cool. It has a cool name. Okay, your time's up. Okay, I cannot find Yellowknife on this list, but I really am looking.
Flin Flon. That is
where?
A place. Flin Flon. We had a bid for the Olympics in 20... Listen off the podium. It was a funny joke.
Hey, the place where I was born is on here, but I still can't find Yellowknife.
What's the place? Oh, I know where you were born. It's that great city of Ontario that I remember.
Yep, that's the one.
What's it called?
Orangeville.
Orangeville!
Yeah, too late now. Okay, for real, Yellowknife, is not that big, apparently.
That's annoying me where my friend Linda is from, somewhere in Ontario, and it's giving me the shits. Alright, what's the top 10?
1 sec, I want to see the population of Yellowknife, because it's not on the list.
Okay, seriously? Like, Sudbury, Ontario.
Sudbury's in Ontario. That's true.
That's the place that I was trying to think of the name where my friend is from.
It's not on the top, however. It could be considered a suburb. Yeah. So, the population
Yellowknife has 19,569 people.
Correct. And the population of the little tiny town that I'm from, which was somewhere on this list, I promise, I think was somewhere around 30,000. Yeah, okay. 30,000, and it's 87th on the list. So clearly Yellowknife is a very small place. The top 10 are Toronto, Ontario, Montreal, which is in Quebec, Vancouver, BC, which is kind of close to where I'm from, Calgary, Edmonton, Ottawa, Winnipeg, Quebec City, Hamilton, which is
damn it.
And okay, the 10th, which I don't really understand, is Kitchener, Cambridge, Waterloo, which I'm pretty sure used to be 3 separate places.
But what I think's probably happened, to interrupt you, is when it comes to population, because of the growth, they kind of sort of become connected. It's kind of like sometimes now people will classify Brisbane and Gold Coast as the same place because they're spread so much that they become connected. So if you look, I'm looking at this list now. So what is it? Ottawa, Gatton now, or whatever it is. If you go to Minneapolis in Minnesota, Minneapolis and St. Paul are 2 cities. It's called the Twin Cities. They're right next to each other. So they sometimes often refer to it as Minneapolis, St. Paul. But yeah.
Can I just point out that I won this competition?
I don't think you did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, you did. Good point. I'm looking at this list. Red deer, Alberta. What about blue deer? What else have we got here?
We always make red deer.
I love the name of these places. That you got a place here called Okotoks in Alberta.
Can we just talk about Oshawa first?
Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. That sounds like a happening place. Can we go to Moose Jaw?
It's a big city.
It's 77 kilometres west of Regina. So you can go look at someone's Regina followed by a moose jaw. That sounds like a happening province. Why do people bag out Saskatchewan? It sounds fun. I want to go there.
Saskatchewan has Saskatoon.
I've heard of that.
That's why I was saying other places in Saskatchewan, Saskatoon. I think it's funny.
Right. I need to depart this segment right now, Miss Mallory, but we appreciate it. We'll work out a better thing next week. Study your American states. Actually, don't study your American states.
No, don't study, you cheater.
No, but we appreciate your company and we'll speak to you soon.
Okay, bye.
We've just finished doing the official Queen's Baton relay. Dakota is near me, but I'm on the bus filled with... how many are on this bus? I can't count. Say hello, everybody!
Hello, everybody!
And I like this driver. And say, everyone, the Brink is awesome!
The Brink is awesome!
You hesitated there. You had to realise what you were endorsing there. But did we all have fun?
Yeah, had a great time.
Who read the message that the Queen wrote?
Me.
Like, what did it say?
She's divorcing, whatever his name is, Charles.
Philip.
Yeah.
Charles is her son. She's not that Tasmanian.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, she's divorcing. All right, okay. So you got the breaking news.
Yeah, man. I do.
Yes. Did anyone drop it or do anything bad to it? Just cover around in the front, cover their ears. No. All right. That's good.
Heavy, so we almost dropped it.
You almost dropped it. Beautiful. Who had the most people there? Dakota, you had the most people watching. You had. How many did you have?
I don't know, but a lot.
Yeah?
The whole school.
The whole school.
I had a fair few people.
You had a fair few. I had my family. That's all that mattered. Anyone else have a family? That's all that mattered. Yes. And Matt, you're going to be my housemate in about a month.
Yeah, a month.
Yes. Yes, I spoke to your mum yesterday. She's a very nice lady, so just thought I'd have that. What's the driver's name? I didn't get...
Sammy J.
Hello, Sammy J. Thank you for getting us safely. Well, so far. We've got a bit to go yet so far. But this has been a fun experience, and everyone say goodbye.
Goodbye.
That time of the week where we get to play this.
It's that time of the week to play everybody's favorite game show. It's Forget the Lyrics! Here on the Brink on Edge Radio. Over to the studio.
Getting the lyrics, my favourite part of the entire show. I'm going to do 4 for you this week, just because I feel being generous to you, and if I learn how to speak properly, then that also would make more sense. The first one you're going to hear right now, we're going back to the year that was 2012, and you're going to hear Tali and myself singing to the Lady Gaga classic, of course, Edge of Glory.
What are we, judo, right? just clearing things up.
Oh, I love radio.
I should change the topic. No, I won't do that to you.
It's the opening ceremony, and I walk out in the nation with all my teammates. Oh yes, my teammates. Go back to the Olympic Village to rest with people having sex. It's day 1 and I walk out onto the mat. I look at my competitor, He's a really big bloke, but I don't really care tonight. Because I know some moves that will put him down quick. I pick him up and throw him down on the mat, and he says a word that rhymes with quick. He's on the edge of the mat. Now he's getting counted out of the game. I'm through to the next round. I'm gonna win a medal in this sport. It's judo for the people. It's judo. Take off, it's the sport of the games. I love judo and the Olympics. Now Tali, sing about it more. I love judo at the games.
Yeah!
This preface, I do not know this song. I'm wearing my leotard and I'm really cool. Yeah, be jealous. Put you in a headlock and I'm twisting your foot. Yeah, you know it. You're going down. I've gotten into your head because it's a psychological game. Yeah, you're going down. Judo in the town. I really don't know what's happening because I'm gonna win. Yeah, I don't know this song. It's hard to feel the power. I'm going to go back to the original lyrics. I don't know this bit at all. But I think what I'm going to say to you people right now, all those judo tryhards, that I dominate this. And I've been doing it for a really long time because I'm on the edge of the mat. Yes. And I'm going to pull down your leotard and reveal the score, which is that I'm winning. And I really don't know this song. And the adjudicator's thrown in the towel. Yeah, that's right. What up? I'm winning judo. 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 Please stop it.
Great times, great memories. Speaking of great times and great memories, the name Dakoda is synonymous with none of those. I know you've heard him a couple of times already to do with the Queen's Baton Relay, but we're also going to hear from him from last year when he did a bit of Foo Fighters on High Noon with Everlong.
Dakoda. It's yours.
My dim sim. It's my dim sim. Yeah, right. Good guitar playing there.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
Clearly.
Yep.
Oh. Can you play two at once? Yeah. Yeah. That's how good you are. Yeah. Ah. So many fingers. Yeah.
Bring it home, Dave. Roll it up.
Dim Sims. I'm waiting for Dim Sims all day long. Dim Sims, can someone please bring me some Dim Sims with all the oil on it? Dim Sims in the Edge Radio Studio for my tum-tum. Dim Sims, I'd like to eat them all, but I couldn't because I'd get too full. And I wonder if I can go this whole song without singing the real lyrics. Dim Sims, can you bring them in and please just give me some Dim Sims? That's the only thing I want, is just some Dim Sims. Just Dim Sims. Please bring me some Dim Sims. Dim Sims. I'd like some. I saw Ben there, like, you finished? I'm like, no.
I didn't
I'm not finished.
interrupt you. I did it before. Sorry.
Dim Sims. Oh, there's a knock at the door. Who is it? It's Jack.
Hey, Jack.
With some Dim Sims. You bloody legend.
Yeah.
And I hug him. Then I eat the Dim Sims with him. Dim Sims. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah. Yeah.
Common sentence I utter after Jack brings me Dim Sims. I'm done. Yeah, I don't know how that one worked. We are now going to move in to myself again, this time with Sam, and we're going to do a bit of the classic Police in terms of the band, not actually like the Sarge or anything like that, with singing Every Breath You Take from 2012.
I can't believe we've never done this song before. It's a classic. Classic. Every cat you butter, spread it on its back, pick it up and drop it, make sure it falls, you'll be testing it. Every Murphy's Law would be confused if you see it. Would the cat land on its back, or would it land on its feet? It's a buttered pussy. Oh, when the cat falls from the top of the shelf, will it land on its feet or on its back? Who knows? Maybe science is cool. We're not condoning you throw cats off ceilings and that, even though Sam might. Drop your cat off the shelf, make sure it falls down. Will it be on its back or feet? Go Sam! That poor
cat went down like a rat, wearing a hat, was more nimble than a bat. It went down and did a scat, and then put it in its hat. Oh.
Freestyle rap! Cat, go! Cat, falling! Cheetah!
Oh, the cat went in the hat, and he loved his cat, and went and played with a cricket bat. I can't think of any more words that rhyme with at. It's a cat in a hat. Done.
Yep, that's also kind of creepy like the original. And we're going to have another one here right now. And why not have a solo one from me? Because you wanted to hear it. It's 2014, me singing the Poison classic, Every Rose Has Its Thorns.
Dakoda and I sitting in the studio on a Thursday. We look at each other and say, hey, let's do forget the lyrics. Dakoda was a wuss, he said he wouldn't do it. It was up to Ben to do it. He said to Dakoda, come up with a topic. But it was really hard, so Dakoda says, what should we sing about every song on this segment? So he said instead, sing about coming up with a topic. Forget the lyrics, has no topic. Great guitar work, Dakoda.
Thank you.
You've really been practicing.
I know. Yeah.
That is epic. You're doing it with one hand too. Good on you.
Yeah, dude, I'm amazing.
Dakoda sitting on the chair playing that little bit of guitar in front of the mic.
Guitar.
He says, hey Ben, look at me go. It's so good when I do it at night.
Hell yeah.
But the topic still won't come out of his mouth. He got a bit lazy today. He said, Ben, you've got to come up with something. You've got to come up with something. And then I will say, hey, Ben, make up a topic on Forget the Lyrics on the Brink. Just like every segment needs a topic to sing about. Ben's gonna stop this segment now.
Think of a topic. Yeah.
And once again, there is evidence as to why I have not got a singing career.
So, did you or my Uber driver? I'll give you 1 star.
I'm on doing a podcast. I'm not your Uber driver. We're listening to my humps. Just Dakoda and I now. How are you, Dakoda?
I'm good. Yeah.
We're listening to the Black Eyed Peas because we're cool. So now that we got rid of that riff-raff on the bus, I mean, that was kind of cool doing that segment there, but honestly, how was that experience?
That was freaking awesome.
Yeah?
I love that. That was great.
Would you do it again?
I would definitely do it again.
Well, when Hobart hosts the Commonwealth Games,
yeah.
That's why I should really speak here, shouldn't I? Well, I mean, you know, it could happen. I think Adelaide's next to get it, though. They're the only, basically, major capital city that haven't hosted it. But we only had the Commonwealth Games 12 years ago, you realise, so it's kind of... Not many people are caring about the Commonwealth Games that much enough to bid for them, so... The next ones are in Birmingham in England, because South Africa got stripped. So they're back to England. Then 2026 will either be in Canada or New Zealand, I believe, because neither of those countries have hosted it for a long time. So, yeah, you will probably be my age the next time that we have the Commonwealth Games in Australia. But hopefully it'll be the Olympics next time, yeah?
Yeah.
So what was the highlight of that? All the people?
Yeah, all the people. That was great.
Yeah, you had a crowd. I didn't.
I had a fairly big crowd, yeah.
Cool. But thank you, Dakoda. Is there anything else you want to talk about quickly on the way home here?
No.
No?
Yeah.
Well, we'll do a segment with you next week or something. I don't know.
Cool.
I'm going in like 20 days.
Yeah, you are.
So
we'll do a segment at your going away party.
Yeah. Which I said you were going to attend. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. At least I have one person coming now. So thank you, Dakoda. We'll speak to you next time.
Too easy.
Nearly time to close out another episode, but before we do, just a special shout out to one of our sister programs, Off the Podium, that of course is bringing you daily highlights and episodes from the Pyeongchang 2018 Winter Olympics. Want to play a little bit of a snippet from one of the episodes we did over the weekend. We gave our crack at commentating on the moguls, and let's see how that played out. We're about to see whether or not two Australians on this show go off in more ways.
Mute it, just so I don't spoil anything.
And since I did back in 2006 when Dale Beck-Smith won the men's moguls. We've actually never had an actual Australian win the moguls before. Is it Britt Cox's turn to shine? She looks down the course. She's ready. Moments away from being a Campbell or a Smith. Who will she be? It's getting windy at the course too. That wind is blowing a gale. Her ponytail is going everywhere, but she's off. She's mogling. She's left. She's right. She's left. She's right. She's left. She's right. Oh, a bit of a bump there. She waves her hands up there. A bit of an extra pump there. Don't know if that was to pay attention to the judges. She's taking the middle course here, though. Britt Cox really pumping it over there. Oh, she looks like she's losing a bit of control there, but I think she's going to get it right on this mogul. That's a favourite mogul right there. Perfectly turned on it. She loves it. It's always a favourite of hers. The knees together. Up, over, tuck, straight land. She's on for a very fast time here. Britt Cox, 28.29. Oh, what a run. Britt Cox, you little beauty.
I will say there were definitely some flaws, though, in her run, so...
Oh, no, I'm seeing the score!
What is it?
Boo! She's a Campbell sister! She's in 5th! 75.08! No!
That's why I muted it, because I think I audibly gasped the first mistake I saw, and I'm like, I don't want to spoil this for Ben.
Oh,
but
no!
I'm sorry to say, she spoiled it for you, Ben.
What's going on? Australia have pulled in Australia. We are currently in New Zealand's 4th and 5th. Yes, sadly, Britt Cox did not win a medal, but she did the typical Australian thing of not living up to expectations in the Winter Olympics. So she technically achieved everything that she's probably expected to have of her. So head to Off the Podium on Facebook. You can find us on there and get your daily taste of the Pyeongchang 2018 Winter Olympic Games. We'll be back next week for episode 65 of The Brink. In the meantime, remember to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, we're on YouTube, you can subscribe to us, and you can leave us feedback and everything else in between. We appreciate your support, and thank you for tuning in. My name is Ben, and keep sucking those oranges, Hobart, and good night.